and John Doe's, crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children, give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. You stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get yeah. Alright man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up. Blazing on the track. A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this and being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the God to the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Every day my niggas dying, they don't know the truth. How the hell you close to God, we don't know it's you. Yo, how the hell you supposed to survive, we don't know the shoot. He should've died, you let him slide, cause he look just like you. I tried to tell him all skin ain't kin. Everybody ain't your partner, everybody ain't your friend. How the hell they supposed to help when they the ones that put you in? They don't struggle how we struggle, they can't get it how we live. Can't be scared to die when we already dead. Either way, your life is stake no matter how you play it. My higher self said we should choose remain godly. My lower want these motherfucking bodies. Infiltrate they circles like a motherfucking Audi. Take them to the south and put them down like OG Bobby. They don't want equality in this club, they want these problems. Killers right beside me, slab full of chicken mockers. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some. Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down.
Hey, peace and blessings to everybody in the chat, man. It's your brother Bout, man. Big Aboriginal power, man. Y'all already know we come with some fire. Make sure y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat, man. Peace and blessings to everybody on the Grand Rising. This is the Wake and Bake Show, so make sure y'all like that shit up. Get your vibes right. Get it together. Let's go, man. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button, share this on all your social media outlets, and don't forget to drop them fire emojis. Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Rhyme so dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? He $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God of Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English plotted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Tell you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. If stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the sauce. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master, who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get paid and praised by the dollar long as they keeping us stagnant. And niggas think they woke, huh? Like you could change a whole world through a vote, huh? Like slave masters willing to let they slave go, huh? That slave master was probably your kinfolk, huh? History in reverse, a black king strategy. When blacks were your majesty, they always hide your pyramids but point to where the castles be. Aristocracies with your last name patent accurately. Yeah. And I ain't even tell half the shit. Like, I ain't even tell a quarter of the shit. I'm just getting started. Y'all niggas rap about busting guns and all this weird shit. I'm trying to get my people back, nigga.
Yeah, truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. The truth can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Can't be told, it gotta be realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't free, it ain't realized. Freedom ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Freedom ain't free, it ain't legalized. Realize. Yeah. Slavery was a long time ago. How? Same motherfuckers still here right now. Colonized on our land, they ahead of us. Changed our name so much, they scared of us. Children of the sun, y'all don't compare to us. Pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Talking about America, pale-faced people, this ain't y'all area. Even up the playing field, bitch, I'm darn. How you a victim, bitch, you a Karen. Cognitive dissonance, you don't need sperm. You got white privilege, so you don't need sperm. Looking at my homeland, man, I can't believe her. Colonized came here, they ain't never leave her. Indians ain't die off cause we here. You ain't gotta lie, just say you won't be here. How you American but not indigenous? 400 years still ain't get rid of us. All Europeans and naturalized citizens made all the Indians niggas on the census. 1492, we was on the fences. Civil rights movement, we was so defensive. Black Wall Street, whites got so offended. Common law rights gave us amendments. Think I don't speak truth, that's alright. First slave 1619 was all white. 1200 wasn't no continent, all white. Europe named after a black woman, alright. Grafted, it come from us, do your research. Go within, quit listening to the teacher. And the Nuki got voice coming out the speaker. Cut our trees down and made us weaker. Really they foreigner, the shit gets deeper. Whites don't know where whites come from either. I'm Aboriginal, we come from the ether. Ruling over us in our land, that's evil. Being colonized right now, black people. Prisoner of the war, that's why it ain't equal. Wake up everybody, don't be no sheeple. Freedom ain't free, really freedom is illegal. And we can't get mad at this. Whites act like we can't see their advantages. Privileges real, they working in management. Low down dirty, but they calling us savage. They want you to think they above us. All white people are part-time judges. I ain't no racist, but I ain't no sucker. I ain't no African, but they my brothers. Then lied to, I got built up anger. You built everything, still waiting on the savior. Don't call yourself black, please do me that favor. Black tourmaline will protect you from a hater. Listening to your oppressors is dangerous. Gave us a Bible and stole our nation. Said we couldn't read, but we didn't know the language. Kept us on paper because we didn't see the danger. American Indian, keep the religion. Skin copper color look just like a penny. Wanted our land and you called us stingy. Ain't no Democrats there to gotta pay attention. We got ancestors but the papers is missing. Kings and queens but you can't remember. Remember who you are, just like Simba. Now they got a vax, we don't want that in us. George Washington is the ninth president, look it up. United States only 10 square blocks, look it up. White people really the minorities, look it up. Courtrooms don't got authorities, look it up. You want me, say stop governing me. Gave me a straw man, it's really not me. Why you don't keep it 100 with me? Why Trayvon killer still walking around free. Made this song for the truth, don't hate it. History was told in reverse, I'll state it. You still impressed, somebody gotta say it. I'm talking out of school, that's the reason I made it. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. History is his story. It ain't my story. History is his story. Probably ain't your story. History is his story. It's his story.
Peace, peace, peace. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat, man. History is his story, not our story. You know what I'm saying? It ain't my story. You know what I'm saying? It probably ain't your story. It's his story. When I start talking about my shit, they be like, it's a mystery. You feel me? I just tell a nigga, look it up. 1619, the first slaves were all white. You understand me? He slid that in there real quick. I don't know if y'all peeped that. That was fireballs. Shout out to my brother Trey Ali. He said he $5 though if he not melanated. See, that might have slipped by y'all a little bit. He $5 though if he not melanated. You see what I'm saying? I'm already at it. This is the Wake and Bake Show, man. Make sure y'all light y'all wheels up. I got a nice one for y'all this Grand Rise. I need y'all to drop some fire emojis in the chat, man. I need y'all to support the channel. Support the channel, man. Hey, I told Chief Holiday we're going to start today. We're going to do the dollar challenge. We're going to start the dollar challenge. So I'll give y'all enough time to get up. Support the channel, man. At least donate $1 for the time. Y'all wonder why all these other people, Tyreek Nasheed, Umar Johnsons, can go out and get shit done? Because they got the same people popping up in their chat, the same 5 to 6 to 7, 8,000 people popping up in their chat that support them. That's how they're able to get shit done. Support the channel, support the movement. Shout out to y'all. Y'all gotta listen to them songs that the brother Trey them be putting out, bro. Trey them putting out some shit. You know what I'm waiting for? I'm waiting on the big jam. That Threads and Trey collab. I think that's definitely worth it. Trey Ali, let me see. A Trey Ali and a Threads 3000 collab. Because they both got content in their songs. You know what I'm saying? All you really have to do is just apply the pressure. Yeah. Shout out to the beautiful Mama Burn the Builder. Shout out to Amaru. Shout out to T-Rock. Shout out to Brown Wolf. Shout out to Oakland. That would be dope, bro. That would be dope. I'm just saying, man. I like that music, man. I be bumping that shit. I really support their music, man. I want them to get a song together so I can book up a show in the A. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all peep that? I want to go ahead and get them a song so I can book them a show in the A and have all the Aborigines come out and support. You know what I'm saying? Have all the Aborigines come out and support. VIPs for everybody. See, I got to start supporting our peoples, bro. I mean, anything that people got going on, I'll be with it. All y'all got to do is be like, hey, yo, Big Al, I got this event going on, such and such. I need you to come through. We can work out whatever. I'm coming. I didn't get your email, JKnight28. I did. I'm going to check it. I was showing y'all them pictures, the videos of the Ragsdales, right? With the hospitals, the all rigs and shit on their company. I was showing y'all that shit yesterday. Y'all remember that shit? Well, one of their descendants hit me up. Was like, listen, I got all the paperwork, genealogy, names, records. I'm still here out here right now. You feel me? So I'm like, yo, so been in contact with some of the Ragsdale's descendants. We might have them coming on the panel soon. Might have them coming on the panel real soon. So y'all be on the lookout for that. If y'all get to check out that fire bill from a couple of days ago, it was a couple of days ago we was going in. The Sarah Rector bill, that's the bill that was. Incident to that threads, all that fuck around, catch a case. Hey, real talk. It's gonna have those niggas live. You know, our people's like that type of energy. As soon as we start hearing rebellion music, uplifting your spirits and your soul, our peoples be with it no matter what. Our peoples be with that shit. Yeah, it's only for the niggas though. Listen, if some white people want to come up to our party, they can pay. They can pay to come in. All proceeds will be going, you know what I mean, to the cause. They just gonna hear some shit. Pale-faced people that's not your area. They gonna hear all that while they in there bobbing their little white ass heads. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, I got a couple interviews on my shit, man. I got Duke Tears, Ryan March, fuck, Medicine Man, UB News, Thompson is one, Brother Reggie. Got a lot of people on this motherfucker that we done interviewed. Man, so like I said, man, we gotta start supporting each other, man. You know, I would just love to hear Trey Ali music with a little bit of that threads flow. I think that'll be dope, man. I think that'll be dope. Not no Aboriginal music. Well, Aboriginal hip hop is Aboriginal music. Hip hop is part of American culture, whether we, you know, it might be some of the most low vibration stuff that we put out, you know. But it's still nonetheless American culture. You know what I mean? So even the negative parts we gotta point out. But within this negative culture, we got brothers that is vibrating on a higher frequency that's able to put this a higher vibration on a hip hop tune. You see what I'm saying? You said we need Shabuti back. Shabuti off the chain. Hey, I see Lex Vortex in here. Listen, Lex. Shout out to Lex Vortex. we gotta you know, you got a little following. I mean, you switch around a little bit, but how about you just get in the ring, man? You've been ducking and dodging. I'm 10-0 in these debates. I just smoked Bro Sanchez on this Aboriginal topic. I would like to add you in. I don't really consider you a big dog when it come out here, but I consider you a guy that's been around your season, Lex Vortex, and that's for sure. How about you get in the ring and debate me? You know? You can call us pretendians and you can say we have no information. And let's make it a source debate like most debates are. And since we don't have any information, it should be easy for you to embarrass us with scholarly work. You could be the first person to actually beat me in a debate or, you know, properly get me in a debate. He said Sanchez beat me. Well, what source did Bro Sanchez prove to you? What source did he give you to prove any of his points? I'll let you decide what point you want and what source that he gave for any point during the debate. As a matter of fact, during the debate, he said he don't want to see any of my sources, that he want to debate on what I think. If you watch the debate, Lex Vortex, he said this. And I asked him, I said, you want to debate what I think? He said, yes. He said, Aboriginal power. I don't want to see no white man sources. I want to know what you think. So with that being said, have you ever went to a debate where you debate your thoughts? Lex Vortex? See, this is what I be saying. These Pan-Africans be so delusional. Hell, he even did a show and said, I lost. He lost himself, but he still got more followers than me. So all he's worried about is his followers. He doesn't care that he lost. He knows that he lost, Lex. And I didn't do a video. The general consensus pretty much. Yeah, it was an argument. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, I don't want to debate, I want to argue. Hey, Lex, like I said, I'm 10-0, bro. I don't know how many debates you got. But I'm willing to put it on the line for the people to decide. Are you willing to put your information on the line and get in the ring with the Grizzly? Or are you just going to chatterbox inside of the audience just like fans do when they see a athlete inside of, on the field? Is that what you're going to do? You're going to sit there and talk shit like a trash fan in the audience, telling me how bad you'll kick his ass and you can dunk on him, but you're just going to talk from the sidelines. You guys just gotta chill, man. Like I tell you, man, it's just like, it's just like that little fan that talks shit about these UFC fighters. But the fan won't get in the ring, even if the opportunity presents itself. The referee might say, hey, fan, you talking shit? Get in the ring. He gonna freeze up, knees buckling and shaking, stomach hurting, got the shit now all of a sudden. Yeah, it gets real when you gotta get in the ring with me, man. You know how it really gotta be to go to a platform that's heavily biased, 100,000 subscribers. Most of the people in there, his bias, and I still smoke them. You know how serious that the energy is when they get in the ring with me. Hey, Lex, hit up. You want to do pay-per-view? You want to do a pay-per-view? I think we can do pay-per-view. We'll compensate you for your time. It'll be compensation for the time. Get a hold of Chief Holiday. Get a hold of Chief. And we can chat about this. I got your number too. So matter of fact, I'll call you later on. Me, you, and Chief will call. We'll get on the call later on. And we'll chop this up, man. We'll literally chop this up and set up this pay-per-view. Listen, now, bro, Sanchez nowhere near his story. I know, I smoked him. Obviously, you don't know nothing about history. And obviously, you don't know nothing about history. We can definitely set it up, Lex. I mean, hell, I can go back and just edit it a little bit of videos and get a trailer going from all the way back to 2018 when we was first to debate. When we first supposed to debate, excuse me. So I can run trailers all the way from back then, man. You know, the history's there. I believe you ducked me 2 times, 3 times a charm. And I never usually go back to try to debate somebody twice. I had a couple people in our community I offered to debate. Once they openly ran from me, I never tried it again. That means they scared. You know, like we're not no Black Power Rangers. We're not the Sour Rangers. You understand me? No, 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 no. This ain't what you think. We're not the Black Power Rangers. We're not no African advocates. We're not courageous Congolese. Yeah, yeah, we ain't no goddamn courageous Congolese, nigga. We the ambitious Americans. What part of y'all do this? Y'all not understand, man. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Support the channel. Let's get into a little bit of this out of y'all have lined up. Let me know if I have some backup. I mean some
fathers of
let me know if I have some echo on.
American civilization, right? Dean Augustine, present day Olmec man of Ko Believe. Olmecs were the first people in the Americas, and that's that's just moderately, and that's not the first people. It's the first civilization, documented civilization, in which that is not definitely the first. We've been had civilizations here.
And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Civilization go back way farther than what these people are alluding to. We can get into the actual facts. I want to get into my ancestral records of what they recorded, how long we've been here. You know what I mean? Shout out to the first Americans, man.
Atlantis was a civilization, but here you have the African Americans or the Olmecs. Here you have the Seminoles, a group of so-called Black Native
Hey, just let me know if we ain't got no echoes. Just say no if we don't.
Americans who descended from the escaped slaves. This is what they're saying, and freed blacks who aligned with the Seminole tribes of Florida.
First of all, Seminole ain't even a real tribe. Seminole is a conglomerate of tribes that band together, mixed between some of the Chickamauga, the goddamn Yamasee, the Muskogee, the Lower Creek. And the fucking term Seminole means maroon, which means brown. Goes back to rustic.
Right here, this is what I was talking about. Here you have Fanny Campbell, who is Ruth's mother, an Aboriginal American, and Ruth Simmons, first African American president of Brown University. Well, guess what? Finding out about roots, Fanny Campbell mitochondrial DNA was proven to be 100% indigenous to America. 100%. Her female lineage had no African DNA and has been rooted in the Americas for thousands of years.
Said her DNA test said it had no African lineage and had been in America for thousands of years. This lady, Fanny Campbell, the mother, Ruth's mother.
You see, once again, these are the markings that we're talking about.
Shout out to Jamal McIntosh for the cash out donation. Shout out to Jamal McIntosh for the cash out donation. I appreciate all the support. As a matter of fact, let's start the $1 challenge, y'all. The link on the bottom right of the screen. We can get everybody in the chat to give $1, G. Dollar video. Dollar for the time. Peace and blessings to everybody in the chat. Make sure you hit the like button, share this on all your social media outlet. This is the $1 challenge. Support the channel, man. Appreciate the brother Jamal McIntosh for the cash out donation.
Wow. Show me the markings, Henry Louis Gates. Show me the markings. Indigenous. Indigenous.
Hold up. That's a motherfucking Mexican. I need to chill with this. That's a Mexican, cuz. That ain't our peoples. That's an Asian.
Indigenous. Indigenous. Seminole. Husband and wife. Indigenous. Florida. You see a turban on the head. They would be classified as Moors or Melungeons.
He reaching now. Cub might be a mixed breed. This a white boy. This a white man. It's a white man.
You have the Shoshone.
This is an Asian. This is an Asian.
Timothy O'Sullivan.
So y'all ain't gonna start the dollar challenge? All right, we're just gonna rock it out.
Another Shoshone. William Henry Jackson took this picture.
He reaching. They reaching with this. This is a Native American, G. This is Asian descent.
What is the real reason for so-called Native American boycotting the Redskin mascot? But that's because you can see.
Now listen, this got two things in it that I want to point out. Fuck this little picture. I want to highlight my man's. My man knows and them cheekbones. But listen, the afro with the peak in it, just like the Olmec statue with the afro with the heavy peak in it on folding on. You know what? Y'all know the Olmec picture I'm talking about? They got the Olmec picture. They got the motherfucking afro, and they got the motherfucking little peak right here. It's a little statue carving. I know y'all seen that before. He got both phenotypes. Cause that let you know that the Olmecs did go to the North America and mix in with some of the other tribes up there, man. I'm trying to tell you. I can't tell you, you know which one I'm talking about, bro. The one with the fro with the peak. And he got the nose and the high cheekbones. He got double the phenotype on photo.
The apparent connection here.
And I see people donating too. I am going to shout y'all out. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to shout y'all out. I got y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Denzel Washington looking just like an indigenous chief. Brother here looking just like the symbol in which that trademark of the, I believe it's the Indian Cubs baseball.
That nigga Lloyd look just like him. That fuck around might be his daddy.
Snoop Dogg.
Damn. Why this nigga look just like Snoop Dogg? That's some bullshit. Cuz got like the little slick fro. I think that's the way Snoop Dogg be wearing his hair too, with like a perm in it. Oh, get the fuck out of here. You can tell that's a Negro face. Damn, nigga built like him. The nigga built like Snoop Dogg too. Skinny than a motherfucker. Damn, this might be his great granddaddy on phone now. That's Chief Doggy Dog. That's Chief Doggy Dog. That nigga name come from a long lineage, nigga, from Mississippi somewhere. Snoop said his family indigenous from Mississippi. I think this image is from Mississippi somewhere. Where he say? Damn. And y'all tell me we didn't have no smooth talking niggas crip walking back in the day. Y'all crazy as hell.
Snoop looked damn near identical to the brother. Indigenous.
So when y'all see them Indians crip dancing back in the day, that was Chief Snoopy Dogg. He started that shit.
Right here. Scottie Pippen. Look identical to the brother.
Yo. I don't know though. This one kind of giving me Asian vibes though. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm conflicted between this one. We'll let this one pass a little bit. We'll have to see it from another side or something. Cause we know that my man's Scotty a nigga, but he do got the phenotype of.
Right here, another.
Oh, they tried it with Cuz. They tried it with Cuz. Damn, they did my nigga Chad Johnson bad. Ocho Cinco, they did you bad, G. Damn, that look like Tory Lanez too, though. I don't know which one this nigga. This nigga look like everybody. This just a mannequin head. That nigga look like everybody. Yo, this nigga weird looking, cuz. This nigga like Tory Lanez, Ocho Cinco, Chad Johnson, and Juntao. Damn. Willie D. They said they look like Willie D. Yo, they tried. These niggas don't look nothing alike. I'm sorry. They don't look nothing alike. Cuz definitely an Asian. For real, they bugging.
The picture. Brother had it. But here, he looks just like the next.
He look like Jackie Chan. This nigga look like a nigga right here. These are not the same people, bro.
Native. Because we are indigenous. Mary Pollock of the Choctaw Indians, or Choctaw.
Shit, she like one of my aunties. She like one of my aunties for real. Like my aunt Dolly, man, real talk.
And Makita Davis. Aboriginal. The September.
See, they be trying it with these whitewashed ass pictures though on phone. They be trying it. They be trying it, boy. Cut look like Jim Curry for real. Hell no. She the only Aboriginal on this motherfucking picture.
Pearson was popular amongst Native American tribes such as the Shawnee and many other tribes of the Pacific Northwest Coast. This is the Encyclopedia of Body Adornment by Margot DeMello, 2007. And it's back in style now.
Support the channel, man. The $1 challenge, man. The $1 challenge for everybody in the chat. Support the channel. Now, I know they ain't about to say my man with the no face look like Paul Mooney, cause he ain't got no face. That shit smeared off. You don't know what the fuck his phenotype was. They tripping now. They tripping. Can I get some fire emojis in the chat if y'all can see this shit? Y'all tell me what phenotype this nigga is. Nigga, he is like the nigga licked his thumb and just smeared this motherfucking face off. Just smeared, just licked their thumb. Like, come here. And this shit look like that. Yep. Come on, kid. That nigga don't look like Paul Mooney. Don't do my nigga Paul like that.
As you see here, comedians.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. These niggas got that same chin structure, but this nigga, that's a good one right here. I ain't gonna lie, that's a pretty good one. Damn, what if Eddie Griffin, great granddaddy, was a cowboy? Think about it though. This nigga look just like him, cuz. And this one is crazy. I don't know if this might even be an old picture. This might even just be him acting. Yo, these right here spot on right here. I ain't gonna lie, these spot on. These are accurate. I give these a 98 on these. I give them about a 98 on them. Damn, my nigga look like he like a nigga. I give him a nigga. He kind of like my nigga Brown Wolf though a little bit. He like my nigga Brown Wolf in the chat. Oh hell no! This is a big lip Asian. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This is a big lip Asian. This is not our people, fam. This a Plains Indian. This is a big lipped ass Asian on phone now. This is not our people, bro. Next.
We have a chief.
Damn, I said next. And then this long ass neck popped up. I'm like, damn, motherfucker got this. I didn't mean to say neck. I said next. I said next. This motherfucker popped up with all these neck rings and shit. But that's a nigga though. That's a nigga for sure. I've seen niggas like that all the time. Yeah, that nigga look like she could be canned of 42 Doug. Hell, look like 42 Doug in the face. Like it could be some can of 42 Doug. That's my opinion. Let's keep it going.
Look just like this sister right here.
I mean, I know that's a young girl, but I'm saying her face kind of look like 42 Doug. You know, 42 Doug ain't got no facial hair. He look young as hell. You know, smooth face ass nigga. I ain't saying it look like a dude because it don't look like a dude for sure, but like it could be cans at 42 Doug. Y'all know what I'm saying.
Indigenous.
Yogi. We not Yogi. We not FBA, bro. We not FBA, bro.
The Shoshone Indians, as they was called.
Yeah, they was calling these niggas that. These ain't niggas, man. It might be one nigga, two niggas in here. Three. Right, she looked like Jennifer Hudson. That's exactly what I was going with. Jennifer Hudson, for real. That's a good one. I couldn't think of that. Fantasia or something. You know what I'm saying? Fantasia, Jennifer Hudson type shit. All I could think of was 42 Doug. I'm sorry. But these are all Mexicans in this motherfucker flick.
Charles Jefferson, Cree.
Do I have to say that this is a nigga? Like, I shouldn't even have to explain this one, should I? That's needless to say.
Henry Leeds, Sioux. That was painted in 1913. There's more of a recent picture of a brother demonstrating his native roots, his indigenous Aboriginal roots.
I swear to God, this nigga look like somebody I know. He look like this man I know named Skip. Look just like him. Noble. And guess where he from? New York area. You see what I'm saying? Hey. These are Negroes.
Okay, some of these we went over. He would have White Eagle and Rainbow.
Shout out to Atlanta, Yogi.
Sistisu. And he was doing some heavy things during the early 1900s. It's the Pamunkey Nation, one of the 11 Virginia.
Damn, this nigga look like LeBron James. Yo, this nigga look like LeBron James. These are all niggas in this picture. These are immaculate dress niggas on their land. They sharp. Give these people a round of applause, goddamn. But this look like LeBron James' granddaddy. This Leroy James, goddamn. Eugene James, goddamn. Damn. Hey, man, y'all support the channel, man. Like I said, we started the $1 challenge. Everybody in the chat donate $1, man. That's the least we can do, man. Like I said, go back and check out the beginning of the bill. I don't want to have to elaborate on it, but the $1 challenge is in effect. Support the channel. But listen, though. This look just like LeBron James, bro. And these are all niggas. You done seen these phenotypes all around y'all. This is spot on right here. I'll let y'all, let's read what it says.
Indian tribes recognized by the Commonwealth of Virginia. Powhatan. In early 1600s, John Smith explored the first permanent English colony, described the indigenous people that he was at war with on the eastern shore of America in Jamestown, Virginia, the Powhatan Indians, the Algonquin chief. He states, more like a devil than a man, with some 200 more as black as himself. This is 1624.
In 1624, a nigga said that the Algonquin chief was like the devil because he had 25 black men behind him, 200 black men behind him, as black as himself. Damn. So it let you know it was nothing but niggas around here. Big black, red eye, pink, yellow eye, motherfucking black lip, strong body, deep voice ass niggas, man. No bullshit.
Originally published 1624. The General History of Virginia, New England, and the Summer Islands. First Louisiana Native Guard, 1861. These are natives now. Look hard.
Damn. Louisiana natives. Nothing but niggas.
Not the Indians you used to seeing in Louisiana.
I apologize for my screen logos and shit in the way, but everybody on this far left side that y'all see covered up is niggas. Nothing but niggas. One of these niggas look like Biggie Smalls. This nigga right
but we
here,
know
he look like Biggie Smalls right here.
that every time that you go to Mardi Gras in New Orleans,
hey, I can't help my graphics in the way, cuz. That's where they at, cuz. I can't move it, cuz. I'm sorry. It's stuck. It's part of the channel now. I apologize. Let me see if we can do something, though. Let me see. Let's see if this should have helped y'all. Did it help a little bit? I'll just leave it out so y'all can take a quick look real quick. I know my motherfucking graphics in the way, niggas. You ain't gotta keep telling me. Can y'all see? There, boom. Y'all motherfuckers got a little glimpse, niggas. Shit.
you see the natives and they are indigenous people there, and they always address in their native attire.
Hold on, I might have to get rid of the graphics for y'all, though. Hold on, because that's the part of the bill, man. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second, goddamn it. Alright. Damn. Y'all motherfuckers happy now? Y'all motherfuckers happy now? Drop some fire emojis, man. At least share the live stream. Hit the like button. Oh, hell no. I shouldn't even have took my shit off. We only got 102 likes, and it's 160 people in the chat. Oh, hell no. I should have left my shit on there. I thought y'all was supporting the channel. Shout out to everybody that is sending donations. I will shout y'all out in just a second. I got y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate all the support, really, honestly. But listen, though, I could have kept that on the screen. We had a good little flow going. Shout out to y'all, though. We got it.
Tire, and it's always quote unquote so-called blacks, Moors. They hear Pima and Dine, classified as African American blacks, Hispanic, Latinos, etc. You see here Moors, Indians, Negroes.
Bro, Eileen Bay always trying to prove some Moors and shit. Look, he said officers, this ain't got nothing to do with what Ian said. The Aboriginal inhabitants of North America, right? Spokane County, 29 Washington Page, whatever. That's the definition, right? Or that he's using.
When the Moors was driven out, thousands of
see this, we don't want to hear that.
Ethology and backgrounds of the Native American Indians. Got a picture? Got a picture? Spence Johnson, Choctaw. A Slave Stories District of Vanderburg, interviewed between 1936 and 1938. The person interviewed is George Foreman. All right, location, Evansville, Indiana. County, Joanna, Creole. It says, my two ancestors, John Hawk, a Black Hawk Indian brave, and Rachel, a Choctaw maiden, had made themselves at home such as only Indians know, understanding and enjoy. He was a hunter and a fighter, but had professed faith in Christ through the influence of the missionaries. My great grandmother passed the fact on to her children, and that has been handed down for 4 generations. I in turn have given the traditions to my children and grandchildren. He was Choctaw and who? Black Hawk.
Oh shit, this nigga tried it. This is not the same type of people. This is a Negro from America. This is a motherfucking Native American, straight up. An Asian descent, nigga. This is not the same people. These are not the same. They don't look nothing alike. He tried it with this one. Damn, Mini Fresh. He tried to play you, G.
This right here is.
Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop. He gotta stop it with this. He gotta cut. Seriously. He gotta cut this shit out. These people don't look nothing alike.
Scary if it ain't. They look damn near identical.
Is he serious? This nigga look like a damn Chinese mummy. This nigga don't even look like he alive. This brother like a Negro from that I see all the time. Man. He like he a mummy. Like is he even alive? The fuck?
But they got on Pharrell about wearing the Indian, said so-called Indian on feathers. The long one that trails down to the ground in the magazine last year or so. But yet he looks more native than the so-called natives that is on the land. Like we said, 49 to 80% of them are not even native. They are.
This nigga look Chinese right here too. They always trying to put. See, that's the shit Corey Mayo used to do. And a lot of you other niggas used to do that, and we notice y'all don't do it no more because we ran y'all niggas off and killed y'all with that. Stop putting original Negroes next to these foreigners. These are not our people. What is y'all point of showing us next to Asians for? The fuck is up with that?
The Irish, Scottish, not even Indians. There go Taj, brother Taj, looking just like full-blooded.
Oh shit! Shout out to Taj Tariq Bay, man. Sheesh. He got you, cuz. He got you, Taj. He got you there. Cuz I can't say that. He got you. Even though he look like an Asian.
Or African Americans are the full-blooded, or better yet, they are the pure-blooded so-called Indians. Cisco, Blackfoot, Indian.
She look like an Indian, don't she?
Indian, which is Cherokee or Selegi, Chickasaw, Oneida.
It's Oneida, and they are from the Tennessee area. Shout out to the Oneida Indians in the building.
Cree, Red Dog, Yamasee Indians, and Yamasees also referred to as the Omo Carteret Kakin, or the Ama Sarisa, or the Amir Koryo, were listed among the 19th tribe as being dark complexion, found widely scattered amongst the inhabitants of North and South America. They were assumed to be immigrants from Africa prior to the European discovery of America. So how the hell would they know that? But anyway, whom Lucas Velquez de Alon persists in slave hunting in Beaufort, South Carolina. Sound like the same place, because in Beaufort, South Carolina, that's where the Gullah people are located at, who they refer to as the Geechee.
I just told y'all, the Gullah, the Geechee is the Yamasee. The Yamasee is remnants of the Olmec. So when they tell you that the Seminoles went down south, listen, these are all just a band of people. These are just a band of different tribes, bro. We can get into the history.
This was in 1520. Alon referred to the Yamasees as Negroes, being valuable laborers. This is Carolina Genesis, Beyond the Color Line by Scott Withroth, page 65-66. Some of the so-called Indians at Indian Village in Michigan, St. Ignace.
Yeah, I've always heard it pronounced Oneida. Even on the news, when they talk about the county, they say Oneida.
The brother over here look like Mike Epps to the right.
Damn, dang Callaway Daddy, Hillmark, and a whole bunch of Mexicans. That's the Mexican dang.
The brother in the middle with the bald head looked like my former teacher, Dr. Hargrove, in college. The Narragansett Indians of Rhode Island.
Yeah, goddamn lie. These are motherfucking Chinese and Mexicans. Big Pun and them.
Also of Connecticut, as well as also.
They lying, they motherfucking ass off, G. Let's get to the real Indians.
Yes, and more than likely, you are it. And he said, Webster Universal Dictionary 1937, edition defined as American, an Aboriginal or one of the various copper-colored natives found on the American continent by the descendants of Europeans. The following is the original application of the name Maru. Maru, which is short for Meru.
It do not say Maru nowhere in this definition. He just added it in.
Color, American. Here we have the various copper-colored pennies, in which that correlates to our skin complexion, and not those trying to steal our birthright.
Sleepy.
Here you go to the Teachings of Pahahotep, the oldest book in the world, by A.C.G. Hilliard III. The word Mir means the guardian of. For Meru, this is Meru right here. The owl and the mouth of Ra. Meru means the guardian. Your guardian civilization. Now you go to the Celestial Ship of the North, written by Valencia Stratton, E. Valencia Stratton. Look at the word here. Pole, Kundalini, serpent.
We're gonna skip it up a little bit.
Alfonso.
Hold on. Let me skip this shit up just a little bit. Let's go.
For the matter. Right, and there was even more before them because these were the ones under the Articles of Confederation. You don't even hear about the ones under the Articles of Association, the president. But here we have John Hanson, first president of the United States, served from November 5th, 1781 to November 4th, 1782. They only served 1 year. All right. On his site, 1773 to 1783, lived John Hanson, first president of the United States in Congress assembled. 1781, 1782. Born in Charles County, Maryland, April 13th, 1715. Died Oxon Hills, Maryland, November 22, 1783. It looks like. Placed by Historical Society on Frederick County, 1953. So when people say, where does it say that he was the first president? Well, right here. Also in his book, The United States Constitution, and fascinating facts about it. And the reason why we're saying this and utilizing this is because, not to be name dropping, but Ali Muhammad said that that he was a European, and I have not found that. I found a picture in which that they whitewashed, but everything points back to what Hakeem H.Y. Bey stated. No, that he was melanated, and my 5th grade teacher, actually, my 7th grade teacher, Mr. Harrison, told us. I think it was the 7th or either 8th grade, but he told us that George Washington was not the first president and that John Hanson was. Interesting that in the same book it says that the word Democrat or democracy does not appear once in the Constitution. That's amazing because the Constitution is only speaks of a Republican form of government. But you keep hearing all these politicians talking about democracy. When the word democracy comes from the word Democrats, which means ruled by demons. Some say that this is John Hanson. Some say that it isn't. Some say that he was the Liberian president during the time of Abraham Lincoln. But here on the back of the $2 bill, there are 2 melanated men. The one in which they have a circle, which is John Hanson, and then you count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to the 8th. If I'm not mistaken, that is Benjamin Banneker, Ben Bay Manuel Ali, Chief Justice also referred to as Prince Hall. Here they are. The man on the left is John Hanson. The man on the right is Ben Bay. Ben Bay was born 1731, making him 45 in this picture, while John Hanson was born 1721, making him 55 in this picture. He's the one with the gray hair. Right? If you look into their Carter encyclopedia, you won't see either of these men. But yet, it's on the back of the $2 bill. The names are not on the Declaration of Independence because they were both Moors who had their own government. We had our own government. We did not need to sign the Declaration of Independence. So they was breaking away from the Britons and they needed our help in order to do so. We wrote the Declaration of Independence for them. However, George Washington and his cronies never actually severed the ties to the king, and they did not win the Revolutionary War. It was a setup to trap and totally defeat the Moors from the inside. When you were taught in school, it's called Reconstructed History. He's the feds of Ben Bay.
All right, I'm gonna end this video right here. We can get ready to drop the panel. Drop the link in the panel. We'll drop the link. Before we get into some jammy jams and drop the link, I want y'all to say, I want to make sure I shout out to my brother Chief Holiday for doing his thing, preparing this beautiful documentary that should be releasing real soon. I want to kind of look at the trailer of that documentary. Let's go.
One thing about our community is that we don't identify as African, and we don't like identify as African American.
I'm talking for the natives.
Yeah.
I like when it comes to talking about African Americans, I have no education with that. Period. I don't. I'm not even connecting to that no more because that's a system.
A Negro is still languished in the corners of American society. Finds himself in exile in his own land.
Aborigines, which means what? Black folks. You never find a white aborigine. Aborigines are called natives, or they're always dark-skinned people. You and I are aborigines.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Make sure y'all drop some fire emojis in the chat, please. Drop some fire emojis in the chat. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Oh, first things first, man. I'm going to play a little jammy jam, a little 60-second break so y'all can hit the like button, go get y'all something to drink, use the bathroom, or to support the channel. You feel me? The $1 challenge is still in effect. I'm going to shout out the people that has donated right after the 60-second break.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
Blazing on the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, highway ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate. So when they say they fear God, now you know what they made. Choose song.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop some fire emojis. The link is in the chat as well. So make sure y'all hit the link if y'all want to come on. Let me take the time to shout out everybody that supported the channel. Shout out to Mama Bear. Shout out to Mama Bear. Shout out to America's True DNA. Shout out to Black DeVoe. Shout out to M. Stowers. Shout out to Lim Hendricks. Shout out to Black Lotus. Shout out to Chuck. Shout out to Darius King. Shout out to Junior Niji. Pop Reed. Shout out to Pop Reed. Shout out to Empress Awakening. Shout out to Omega. Shout out to Johnny. Shout out to Avis Series. Shout out to Gerald Reed. Shout out to Dante Franches. And shout out to Reagan X for the Cash App donation. Appreciate all y'all and y'all support in the $1 challenge. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We still could get about 80 more people. It's 165 of y'all in here. Shout out to Black Lotus in the building. Shout out to Black Lotus. Peace and blessings.
No, that's hey, hold on. That's Big Lex Vortex.
Oh, Big Lex Vortex. My bad. Big Lex Vortex in the building.
Change my avatar, man. I know that shit making you want to throw up.
It really do. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's some ugly shit, G. It's just like I just want to pop the top of it. Ugh.
I know. Hey, and I love how you express. See, this is my ancestor. This is a blanket of my ancestor. This ancestor is mixed with them Asian motherfuckers. On our records, we have the records of the mixing shit going on. So I love how you express that. Nah, that's them Asian. That's them. It's a big difference.
It is.
And it's from a blanket, you know. But I saw Lex Vortex in the chat, man. He ran, man. What happened? You ran him off again.
He said he want to get in the ring and do a debate. He said he want to do a pay-per-view. So maybe we can get on here and chat it up a little bit about it.
Oh shit, Lex grew up here.
It's for clear. I'm gonna say C. Rear. I don't like the way that come off. The way I just said that. Christopher C. Rear. Shout out to you from Hawaii. Shout out to Hawaii in the building. I'm gonna say C. Rear. I'm gonna phone them. I want to say career. It kind of didn't. I don't like the way that sounds. Yeah, he got to come with something. You know. Shout out to Mink for the Cash Out donation. I appreciate that. Shout out to Mink for the Cash Out donation. And also shout out to Charles Houston for the Cash Out donation as well. He said, appreciate the knowledge. I appreciate you being here and support, man. I appreciate y'all taking the information and bringing what y'all bring to the table as well. You know what I mean? I see a lot of y'all dropping shit in the chat. And sometimes I piggyback off of shit y'all say in the chat. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all for just being here. Appreciate y'all. Let's keep this information going. Let's spread the knowledge. Let's wake up the people around us that really don't know what's going on. Some people are truly, honestly, don't know what's going on. Shout out to Mr. Meticulous. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's up, Big Al?
I can't call it, man. How you doing? Everything good with you?
Hey, man, I'm always good, man.
That's what's up.
Hey, peace to you and everybody in the chat. What's up, Mr. Craig? How you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going, gentlemen? Young man, what's good with you?
I'm always good, man. Just chilling. I like what you talk about, Big Al. If I'm allowed to elaborate just a little, I like to say that, and I asked and I just went right in and like, I don't give a what you say. I appreciate it, Big Al. I appreciate it.
You know we do that.
So I came into the information and I take what I'm supposed to take from everybody's information. So my point is staying in perspective and keeping everything in perspective. So when do you jump out of the information, right? So sometimes I see like we can have a conversation and I jump out of the information while I'm talking. Like I might say that, you know, I'm Aboriginal. I'll say I'm an American, and then I'll call myself an African American or allow somebody else to do it in the same sentence. So if we was in court, right, you saying I got to stay on point with my trajectory. If I go outside of that, I could be using my information against me in the same tune. So I think that's one of the things that we all need to work on. And I work on it like, so at one time I was mad when I came into the information, like, no, this is this. No, this is this. No, as I talk to my family and my people. But then, okay, so I went through that phase. And now as I talk to them, I'm like, look, I know that we don't understand the same thing, but until you look at my information, don't just talk shit to me. You know what I'm saying? You're not just gonna handle me a certain kind of way. So I'm a hold the conversation with you as to you know how, but this is some information that you need to know and benefit you. So as I respect you for your ignorance, you got to respect me for my ignorance.
More or less, yes. More or less, yes. You got to give them the same opportunity as you want to give yourself the, you know what I mean, to present. Peace to Lex Vortex as well on the panel. Shout out to Lex Vortex on the panel. Peace and blessings, man.
That's little Lex Vortex.
Oh boy, what's going on, man?
All right,
How y'all doing?
I'm just playing last.
Yeah, yeah, man. We need to set up that debate.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I was trying to do it before, but I was talking to Chief and he be bullshitting.
Oh, is that what it is?
But I know how to set all that shit up. I don't need no Chief holiday. Chief he's always running from a debate anyway, talking about it's not fair and all that. But me and you, do you want to debate? Here's what I would like to debate you. Let's prove what people were here when the conquistadors arrived. Is it the people you call Native Americans or you Negroes?
In the 1500s?
And we got a 1500s, whatever. And you got to show and prove how it's through language, culture, and history that it's you. And I'll show that it's the people that you say are not the Native Americans. How about that?
All right, sounds perfect.
Okay.
This is an easy one. But listen, though. All right, so
by the way, I just want to point out one pseudo thing, and this is why y'all got to become better critical thinkers instead of wanting to be something emotionally.
Right.
Like when Alim Bey showed the first Native Guard, that wasn't about Native Americans, bro. There were other people associated. There was 3 white men was the generals of that guard. Those were French Creole people and mixed with some what they call free blacks, bro. So this is what I'm saying about the pseudo-ness of y'all motherfuckers, bro. He put up some shit because it had native in it. And on top of that, y'all ain't even natives, right?
No, we're
so
not.
That's the type of pseudo information y'all be putting out here, bro. And it's just
we're not Native Americans, bro.
Right. So why are you getting? Why would he put up something called the first Native Guard, and then try to act like that's talking about Native Americans, so-called, and you're not even Native Americans?
Nah, it was talking about Native Guards. It didn't say shit about Native American Guards, though.
Native, yeah, that's just the name of
the. You're making Native.
That's the name of the of that infantry, but it wasn't just.
Obviously, you don't know some things.
It wasn't just. And this is what I'm saying, bro. It's like even the simple shit you want to argue about, bro. It wasn't just Native Americans.
You don't understand what you're talking about, though.
Nah, okay. So what does? Hold on. So what does the Native? What does the first Native Guard mean then? Since I don't know, you don't even know about that information, bro. But I don't know. But all right, bro. Go ahead, man.
I think that is all about perspective, and I don't disagree with dude though. You know what I'm saying? Like the mixed people. Like I didn't see some of my people represented. I'm from Louisiana. I didn't see some of my people represented in that picture. And I ain't saying that it's right or wrong or that. I don't know anything about the Native Guard either. But when I seen those people, I seen different groups of people, and I was saying that all of them some of them didn't appear that they was from here. And when I see a lot of those pictures, and I see, you know, some of those some European looking man, and then I see
the three
some people that look
generals were white
Aboriginal.
men that led the generals were white.
Yeah, we know that.
So that's what I'm saying. You can't
listen. We're talking about the term native, right? And the term Native American. These have different definitions and different meanings behind these, right?
So what does native mean?
Nativity. You know what the word native
means. Okay. It just means you're born somewhere, bro.
Yes. And you know what Native American mean?
Yeah, you born in America.
So you don't know what Native American mean? I'm gonna ask you again.
It means your descent. You were born in America.
Well, listen though. Let's deal with it. The term native is a general term. That's an informal dictionary. The term Native American, when you use the term Native American, it's not a formal term. This is a legalese term. This is a legal. So when you look it up, you have to look up the legal definition of what.
Yeah, Native American. That's referring to the goddamn Indians that was here, bro.
Foreigner. It says someone who comes from somewhere else, who's born and native to the land, who in nativity.
All right, so are you a Native American?
No, hell no, I ain't come.
Are you a native?
Yeah, I'm a native to this land.
Okay. Am I a native?
You know the term indigenous is synonymous with native, right?
No.
Okay. Well, all you got to do is go look up.
All you got to do is hold on. What I'm telling you, this is what I mean by you get confused. No, now we're getting into semantics.
No,
and that's what I'm saying. Hold on, sir. When you get into semantics,
that's not semantics, like
it's. Do you know what semantics is, bro?
No, listen. Listen.
Hold on. What I'm trying to tell you. So now it changes.
Hold on.
It changes based on what you're talking about, man. That's why y'all get so confused.
Lex, you're confused, bro. You can't.
What is semantics, sir?
Hold on. You can't. We're not about to do this. What is this? What is this? What is this? I know what all these.
See, that's what I'm. Well, how do you know what I'm saying? How you gonna argue against something if you don't know what I'm saying, bro?
Now I'm about to elaborate. I'm about to learn you something, bro. So now listen. The word native.
Egotistical. I'm gonna learn you something, bro. You can't teach me nothing in this.
But listen,
you're a young son to me, bro. I was doing this when you was fucking on monkey bars, bro.
Bro, that means I just been spanking old niggas that don't know shit. So listen. So hey, it's hard to teach you old niggas new tricks. That's why y'all still stuck. So listen, I'm trying my best with you.
All right, but just put it like this: was that Native Guard thing? Are you saying that he didn't misrepresent?
I was just talking about the terms. Now,
I'm just telling. But what was those
particular pictures?
See, this is what I mean by gish galloping. My point was, the dude misrepresented the picture, and now you're trying to get into a whole nother conversation.
No. My only conflict was with the term, bro. Now, if you want to talk about the pictures and who these people was dealing with the Native Guards in Louisiana, working with the Confederate, working with the Union's army to going against the Confederate. Now we could talk about that. That's not what I was talking about.
The first native. Listen, sir. The first Native Guard of Louisiana was a mixed bag of nuts. It wasn't just referring to so-called Aboriginals. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But he posted the picture.
What branch of government was they Native Guard?
What I'm telling you is he posted the picture.
Or was they for the Union? Who was they working for? I'm asking you a question, Lex. Who was they working for? The Confederate?
Bro, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
A lot to do. That means you don't know what the hell you're reading.
The first Guard of Louisiana, Native Guard, is the name of, but it was a mixed group of people. It wasn't referring to just Aboriginals. So when he posted the picture,
bro.
So why was that's what I'm saying? It's like you dudes are so uptight.
I was never talking about that. I was only talking about you using the term.
I'm the one who brought it up to say that he misrepresented the picture.
You said, look, these people, and I skipped past it. What nobody worrying about that. We was talking about the people in the motherfucking picture, and we talking about phenotype. So if you know what we're talking about, doing this
The
live.
people in the picture, in the picture he showed, were not Native Americans. I just told you they were free
Listen,
blacks
that's why
and
I'm trying to educate.
Creoles.
Listen, that's why I'm trying to educate you, brother. The term Native in the first Native guards is not synonymous with the term Native Americans. Of course, they're not describing
Okay, but
Native Americans. So when
and
you
let me.
deal, like I said earlier, the term Native is synonymous with the term
All right.
indigenous. So when you want to use it to choreograph or to correspond with another word in synonym form, then you have to use indigenous. You can't use Native and go to Native American. These words don't even equate to each other.
All
They
right.
don't even have the same meaning. They're not
All
even a
right.
similarity.
All right. Do you know what colloquialism is?
Colloquial?
Yeah, what colloquial? Because what y'all do, right? And this is, you try to use the legal terms and apply it to whenever
No,
people
only
use.
certain words is
Bro,
used
god
for legal
damn,
terms,
bro. So this is the mistake y'all make. You read books or whatever, and you'll see these terms, and you try to use the etymology and legal terms when the person using the term may not have been even using the term legally or the etymology of the word, but they're using the word colloquially. Colloquial means the way the term is used at the time of the time today. Just like
I know what
if I say,
colloquial
just
means.
like if I say, yo, Aboriginal is cold with the rhymes or something. So you can't go into the word cold and go into the etymology and the legal term and try to say that I was trying to say this about Aboriginal power. So sometimes when you're reading history and y'all try to use, oh, well, this word legally means that, and that's not how the person was using it. They're
That's not
using the
what
word.
that's not what
They're
colloquial
using the
means.
word colloquially, just like we use the terms to describe people they colloquially. Like like a lot of people say, well, what is an African? The word African means this or this. The term is used colloquially today, just like most terms. So that's another place where y'all go off with the
All
legal
right, but
term, legal definition of words.
listen though.
So it's just some advice for the
I
listeners.
know, but hold
That's how
on.
y'all get
Hold
deceived.
on, Lex. I know you
Bro,
like to say.
pseudo is false. What
Hold
did
on,
I
let's
say
chill.
pseudo
Let me
just
speak.
now?
Let me
It's
speak. I know you like to hear
colloquial, bro.
yourself talk, bro. Chill.
You don't have to argue with that,
No,
bro.
I'm
It's
not
just a
arguing.
statement I'm making.
I know. So let
And
me
it's
speak now.
true. You can't.
You're done speaking now. You see what I'm saying? And this is an argument that you niggas like to do all the time. You do a lot of rambling and it don't mean up to nothing, bro. Like you do.
So what did I ramble about? The term
Hold
colloquial,
on,
that's what I rambled about.
you see how you cut me off? I'm about to elaborate, okay? Like you just went on to a whole spiel about colloquial and said, we know what the fuck it means. First of all, when we're talking historical text, we got to use historical definition and meaning of what they used at that time. So yes, you're going to be using etymology. We're not talking about black people, Africans right now. If we're looking at historical sense, you don't even make no fucking sense when you talk. You just did a bunch of fucking rambling. Like I said, you like to hear yourself talk. When we're
So that's what I rambled because I said.
Listening, hold on. When you're mentioning history, you're not going by the colloquial sense.
Yes, you are.
Oh my God.
Say, Mr. Lex, with all due respect, I would say that the only part that made it rambling was like you didn't have a point on what we was talking about today, and then you tried to make a point as to how the Aboriginals jump in and out on colloquial senses, but you use things that they use in the past, like when you do this, when you didn't keep it in the context of the day. And that's kind of what made it rambling to me.
That's what colloquial means in context of the day.
I understand, but we was talking in the context of today. We was just talking about those pictures. So and then you went into how you felt the Aboriginals addressed certain things and not the picture that we talk about today. So that's the only thing that I
was talking specifically about the picture that he showed that Arlene Bay showed. That's specifically what I was talking about.
I understand when you said that, and then you went into, so when y'all go into the African census and stuff like that, you just
no,
did
that's
this.
after he. No, sir, hold on, sir.
But at a certain point, I agree with you. At a certain point, I agree you wasn't rambling, and then you.
the
Okay, go ahead.
conversation had moved forward, and that's why I brought up semantics. He started talking about the legalese and terms and all of that, bro. That is not REM. So I started addressing what he said, and I tried to stop him and said, bro, now you're going into semantics. I was really referring to the exact picture that you brought up. So that's the only reason why I had to go into showing him how they misuse words colloquially, sir. So even if you go back in time, people
was talking about it was
regular
Negroes
everyday
in that
people.
Picture. That's what we was talking about.
Regular everyday people do not use legalese when they talk, and neither do they, for the most part, use the etymon of words when they talk. Even back then, it's colloquial.
So you're talking about the word native to the picture, right? That's what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about the first native.
Man, I don't even want to talk about that
guard of Louisiana. Aline Bay showed a picture, and he showed those Creole free blacks as if to say that this represented that picture, and he misrepresented the picture because that's not what that picture represented. Like I said, it was white people in that thing, and those people were called free blacks, and some of them were French Creoles. So it was a mixed bag, but he tried to say, oh, this picture, they're referring to like the original people who were here for the last 10,000 years or something. And that's not what that picture represented.
That is not what he even said in that picture. Now
I know he didn't say, oh my God. You know what? Let's move on, bro. Y'all slow, bro.
Please.
Bro, you slow.
Please,
but it's all right, man. Like, yo, I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Listen, 220 people see you in
bro,
here.
Stop, and y'all gotta stop using the term pseudo. See, people called y'all pseudo so much that everything you disagree, like y'all are all screwed up. You don't even know what pseudo means.
What does pseudo mean? Where it
no, I'm not gonna ask him what a pseudo means. What I mean by is you can't turn around. No, bro. You can't take what's been applied to you because the Aboriginal community has been labeled as pseudo. And now what y'all do is when people give you the right information, you just call everything pseudo that you disagree with. And it just makes no sense.
No, pseudo is literally making up
what
bullshit.
Aline Bay did was pseudo. Do you okay? If you want to use the word pseudo, let me ask you this. What Aline Bay did. Hold on, sir. And this is see what I'm saying? See, they scared to have a slowed down conversation. So if you're using the term pseudo in terms of scholarship, let me ask you, when Aline Bay showed that picture in his lecture, was that pseudo scholarship?
Him showing a picture? Is that pseudo?
Him showing a picture to back up what the points he's trying to make. The way he represented that picture.
Hold on. What was this point he was trying to make in the photo? Do you know?
No, what was the lecture about, sir?
Okay, then shut up. Then you making a
hold on. No, don't tell me to shut. What was he showed the picture? I know. Bro. I know what the lecture was. See what I'm saying? You see how he's deflecting and trying to cause confusion?
No,
bro. I asked you.
You just literally said you don't know. So why are you?
I didn't say I didn't know. You're lying now.
Hey, can I ask Lex a question right quick?
Hold on, sir. Hold on. Because he's trying to deflect. The lecture.
What was the point? What was the
you said? What did he show the picture for, sir?
What was this?
And I said to you
for the photo.
And I said to you, what was the lecture about? Because you should know why he was showing the picture. He's showing these pictures to prove that African Americans are the original people of the land. That's what his lecture was about. That African Americans are the Native Americans.
No, it's not.
Oh my God. All right, bro.
Hey, Lex, is the history that they teach in school, is that pseudo?
That's not what the point
Some of it is pseudo.
So why the fuck you ain't banging on these crackers? Why you always over here, G? Like, go bang on them crackers for not teaching about Kim in school. How about that?
I bang on all lives.
Damn, y'all niggas weak as fuck with this shit, man.
Quick. The reason why Lex does not want to use pseudo argument, because if anybody looks up pseudo argument, you're gonna see Lex's face right there. This is exactly what Lex does. It's always
listen, that shit don't work in the debate form though, bro. I'm telling you, all that shit he do it don't work when it's time to dish out your information.
It does work because in a debate you have to use logic, bro.
All that rambling and fake sources and making up shit. That shit don't work, bro. You got to show everything that you're talking about. We're not worried about
exactly. And that's why there'll never be an Aboriginal or Israelite who's ever won a serious debate.
You
they're both
comparing
fake
the Aboriginals to the Israelites. You already lost.
Exactly. I mean, y'all are
already
worse.
Lost.
Actually.
Yeah, you already lost. So as soon as you say you agree to this debate,
they claim to be Israelites the same way you claim to be
Israelites
Indians.
and Muslims. You already lost, dog.
You got a dude named. How many of these abos are Israelites in your?
I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Because they
listen, Lex. Now you're talking to me.
I know, but what I'm saying
lost, though. You know that, right? So you better.
I mean, yeah.
Last time.
I mean, what I'm saying is the reason why you have a lot of Israelites in the fake pretendian movement is because their scholarship and level of criticism is the same. Their critical thinking skills is the same. So that's why it's all mixed up. Because how do you have Indians that also believe they're Israelites? Because they got the same type of non-critical belief system.
Do you think everybody with a Pan-African viewpoint thinks like you? Because I don't think all Aboriginals think alike, and then when everybody throw everybody in the bunch, I think that some of them are gaining information and some of them are not. So they'll get on a panel.
Let me answer his question, Ab. Why you always
they'll get on a panel and have a talking point that Ab don't line up with.
No,
and
then
you will say, well, all everybody is this and that.
Hold on, bro. Let me address the brother, please. Brother, Pan-African is not an identity. It's not a nationality. So when you say, do all Aboriginals think alike or do all Pan-Africans think alike, again, you're mixing things up. Pan-African is a socio-political stance. It's not, there's no one who, if you
it's
ask,
created by the FBI.
Hold on, sir. There's no one, if you ask, what is your nationality? They're not going to say Pan-African, or it has nothing to do. All right, so you can't say
you're
like
correct about correcting me. I accept that. You're
right,
right.
so
but what I'm saying is,
ideology.
like Aboriginal. That's what I'm saying. When you say Aboriginal and then say that Aboriginal is pseudo, then you might be talking to different levels of scholarship when somebody is waking people up and then they not coming with their information from a certain viewpoint, and then people come on a panel and claim Aboriginal as myself and still not versed as I'm supposed to be. I would talk against or have talking points that don't line up with the truth, and then you're gonna say that it's pseudo because I'm of my ignorance and not our powers.
Right. I agree with that. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is there's a lot of cross pseudoism in it. And that's what I was saying. Like, there's a lot of people like that.
You just be,
but you see a lot of people on a panel when they waking people up, they walking them through these paths, and you see that, and then you don't see the end game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like when you're doing a Pan-African movement, that's a movement to wake up the political structure, right? So as you wake people up, different people have different walks. Some people gonna start here, and you way over here. You done set up people, got walkers, you got movers and shakers. Everybody not set up like that, and that's my. Go ahead.
Hey, Lex.
Yeah,
Lex,
I'm aware.
I heard
hold on, bro.
Like, on your head. That's why you
I'm aware.
again, bro.
I'm aware of most of the
scared
people in the so-called Aboriginal community and what they teach, and I listen and I watch and I study, and they're all pseudo to some degree. That's what I'm just saying. So there's some better than others. You know, you got people like Ali Muhammad that are a lot more scientific than these Aboriginal power dudes. They just new jacks, bro. They don't have no real, like Abo and Chief Holiday and like Dane Calloway and Karimio.
Listen.
These guys are just babies, yo. They ain't got no science.
Hey, what's crazy is I am the Aboriginal scientist. You better go talk to Ali Muhammad, G. You know, he gives a nigga credit all the time, G. And listen, a lot of things is nobody's looking for Lex Vortex information on no level because you don't bring any type of scholarship. You bring mysticism, and that's why I'm going to smoke you in this debate.
Okay.
Okay.
So listen. But Lex, to your point, to the other guy point when he asked you though, Lex, can I just ask one last question?
Hold on just a second, Mr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So when we set this up, That's all. You know what I mean? When you want to do this?
I mean, let's do it after the new year, man.
After the
let's
new year.
Do it on. Let's
after
do
they
it
cut
on
his
Martin.
check.
Let's do it on Martin Luther King's birthday. On
You want
Martin
to do it
Luther
after the
King Day.
government cut that check?
On Martin Luther King's birthday.
Yeah. What's that, like the 18th, I think?
Yeah, 17th, 18th, something like that.
Yeah.
I would say it would be the 15th.
Okay, let's just set it up for Martin Luther King's birthday. It'll be a great day to do something on that day.
Hey Lex, is it true that Rob Bourne slammed you on your head and you turned back to a Pan African, bro?
We'll set it up. We'll get in and spar again, leading up to it. But yeah, we locked in then. All right, so we locked in. Cool.
Right, that's what's up.
Can I ask my question to him right quick? I would say that the guy asked you a question like, why you don't go against like Europeans and stuff like that. If you see that we at least they was trying to wake their people up, and they like waking up people like myself, right? If you see their intent, why you don't go against the people that's banging on them and helping them get the information they're supposed to have instead of the negativity that come with you on how you doing it? And that would be my question.
Yeah, that's all you see because that's all you see because I come over here, but all my information, it goes against what we call Western scholarship. That's what I always been about in all my movements through consciousness. We fight against Western scholarship, scientific racism, the history that says nothing ever came out of Africa. Like our great scholars started with fighting Western bias European scholarship. That's who Dr. Ben is. That's who John Henry Clark is. That's who Barra Shingle is. That's who Amos Wilson is. That's who Dr. Francis Quest Welsing is.
I would like to ask you one question. So when you say Eastern and Western, right? I thought that was an ideology more than it was a hemisphere. Cause I think that's where it's getting mixed up. Like you saying hemisphere when it's not. It's a level of thinking. So if you think Eastern and they think Western, like I don't know if they thinking about a brain or the world.
It's both.
But okay, so when you jump inside it like that, what you did was you put it somewhere when some people think a certain kind of way. And they jumping inside of it just like you did, and I don't think that was genuine or was. And that's what you're saying that we doing.
Wait a minute, that's the term that's been used in scholar. That's what I'm saying. Like that's the terms that's been used in scholarship. Like they call basically the Judeo-Christian American European Empire is known as the Western world.
But it would be an ideology that would be the Western thinking, and it's not like the Western world because you got a lot of people in America and in Africa that have an ideology. So if you take the Western thinking, like you were saying, but it's not a hemisphere.
In scholarship, it's just you're making it way too deep. I know what you're saying, but that's what is colloquially just known as today. The Western world is known as basically the West. Like if you go to they in what they call the East or the Arabia, the Asia, whatever, they consider Europe and America and the Judeo-Christian world, they refer to as the West. It's not, that's all, I'm just using a colloquial term. There's nothing disingenuous about it. You're living under what we call Western philosophy, which is European imperialism under Judeo-Christianity. That's just referred to as the Western world. It's not no right and exact thing. That's just a term, bro.
I mean, I understand both sides. That's why I posed it like that.
That's what I mean.
We about to get ready.
If we go back and think about what I said, then you'll know.
I'm about to get ready to wrap this. I got to make a couple rounds. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna let a couple people speak before we get ready to go. We got P Cool on her. You want to say something before we get ready to go? Shout out to Mr. Meticulous too for coming on. And Big Lotus, you want to say something before we get ready to go? And Lex, I'll let you say something before we get ready to go. Get out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat too, by the way.
Tear your ass up on Martin Luther King's birthday. That's what I'm gonna say.
Listen, this is so. Are we doing it on the birthday or the actual holiday of the birth? Like,
well, ain't it the same day? Ain't
I
his
don't think
birthday?
so. I don't believe so, brother.
The
No, it'll be
holiday,
that
whatever the
Monday.
holiday is.
Okay, the holiday. Okay, the holiday. Let's be all right. That's cool. That
It'll be that Monday.
Yeah. So we'll do it on the holiday. Okay, that sounds good.
And I'll get with you behind the scenes. And
It's all good. I got your number, G.
We'll get it together. Pseudo ass.
You a little jizzle.
And Lotus, bro, like yo, you just need to stop, bro. Like your shit is just like ridiculous, bro.
Lotus will smoke you for real.
I'm
Man,
just getting started.
bro, I wouldn't even debate
Nimrod.
Lotus. He's so ridiculous, bro. Like he's just ridiculous.
Yo, yeah. Hey, you know why he'd be like, man, I can't. Hey,
because you just make. I mean,
I'm gonna show up.
You're beyond pseudo. You're pseudo-licious, bro.
He's gonna be like, oh hell no,
like
man.
you're pseudo-licious, bro. Like goddamn, bro.
Come on, Lex. You don't, Lex. Don't cry. Just prepare to lose.
You're like Dane Calloway on crack,
still
nigga. Like
you have to come on back home to what Grandma told you after you lose that debate to Big Aboriginal.
Oh man, don't even do that right now. Don't even, please, bro. Don't do that. Don't. I ain't gonna comment on that last statement because I do not want emotions to get roaring, yo.
We're gonna have Lex.
You know what I'm gonna do for y'all? I'm gonna go. I decided I gotta go visit my grandfather in Smithville, right? You see, because I can play this game. My grandfather got all this land, he got all this shit. I can be like, oh, we had this shit in the family for years. And bro, I'm gonna go interview my grandfather, but I want to see what my grandfather has to say. I want to have a real conversation with my grandfather about this shit. Put it on record. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have him come on here.
How about you do it live? So
that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Conversation, because you like to insert and influence. Let it be organic.
They got farms.
I did that on Instagram with my grandma. I did it on Instagram. She was like, "Slavery, Africa, huh?"
Man, Lotus, bro, like, bro, I don't even stop it, bro. Like, dude, you are ridiculous, sir. I'm just telling you, bro. This dude believes his family ran the Underground Railroad. Like, bro, stop it, bro. Stop it. And you got a picture proving my point. Because my point is, I never said, hold on, let me do this for y'all real quick. Maybe y'all feel better. Let me put my feathers on. I never said that we didn't have there was no black people here and we don't have so-called Indian descent. Even back then, I fell out with these dudes because I told y'all, Africans and so-called Indians have been dealing with each other and mixing for thousands of years. There's African blood running all through America and vice versa. They've been intermingling, and Africans, I mean, the people that first came over here, I mean, you can't separate them from Africa. So even if you want to say when you was here and you didn't come from Africa, Indians have always been friendly with the people from that side of the world. They've been intermarrying and exchanging for thousands of years. So you have African ancestry either way.
You ain't got no proof of it.
Yeah, I do. It's well documented.
Let's put that topic on too. We add that in the tape too.
I think what's the name addressed that topic pretty good.
Who?
Africans and Native Americans.
Who
you know the book. I always forget his name, the author of the book. I don't know why. No, Africans and Native Americans. By I forgot his name. I can't remember his name. I mean, he documented that well in that book, man.
That book's so lame and pseudo. Oh my god.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. You can't call a whole book
it's outdated.
Lame.
Bro. No.
The book is not lame and pseudo though, bro. The dude did
a lot of those claims.
I would say some of it may be outdated, but actually
most of the main
he was closer
back by like 10,000 years on some of the claims.
No, it's outdated scientifically in terms of Like he ain't got no DNA evidence and
no, it's just outdated
and stuff like that. But no,
new findings that replaces this that particular theory or hypothesis. So or what they elaborated. Like it's been tons of
no, it's not a theory.
Listen, it's been
it was documented history of Africans and Native Americans intermingling, bro. That's not
tons of theories that's been put out, much like a lot of other claims that a lot of people used to push in the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, all this shit that's now classified as what they would call pseudo or fringe scientific works. And like we can
scientific. That's why I said, bro, scientifically.
Yeah, like for instance.
Bro, Clovis, have you read the book?
Have you ever heard Clovis first?
Have you read the book, sir?
Yeah, I've seen it, but
you haven't read it, sir.
I don't know it verbatim, but I do remember hearing this book and all this.
All right, so then
that's what listen, I'm saying, bro. It's just it's nothing. I remember him referencing Ivan Van Sertima a lot in that book. So
no, it wasn't about. All right, you tell me this: if nothing ever gets outdated, if there's a documented record of people intermingling, that never gets outdated, sir.
Bro, Clovis first was a module that was pushed.
You disagree with that? If I have a record of my family going to Africa,
the same scientific community that classified this as a leading fact or a module now classified this as pseudo. Like for instance, the out of Africa
scientific community. I'm not talking science.
Oh,
we're talking historical actions. Oh, like when he wrote the book, bro, the dude that wrote the book is not even what you would consider a Negro.
I'm saying though, when historical actions go off of their accounts, are they referencing actual data to support their historical narrative?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you read the book,
hold on, is this data scientifically method improved in the scientific?
It's not in the no. That's what I just. Bro, he's an argumentative dude, bro.
No, you don't want to argue,
bro. You're making
you're
shit
on the wrong
up,
path, bro.
What did I make up?
Because you're talking about a guy who wrote a book called "The Indians and the Africans," and it's talking about
Africans and Native Americans and their relations and through history, bro.
And it's talking about history.
This is a man who started
based off of data found.
Bro, this was the man who was actually one of the first scholars on the subject. He started universities off the subject, and he wasn't even a Negro. And he was pointing out that phenotypically, hold on, let me tell you, he actually helps you. That's what I'm saying. You ain't even read the book. He points out in the book that phenotypically, there's many cases where you cannot say who is an African or a Native American because they both look alike in mad instances. He says this in the book.
Yeah, but
and this is the reason why they came over here and got us.
We know that's
my God, that's the reason.
No matter what, if he ain't using no scientific,
you don't know the book, bro. That's not the reason they came and got you, bro.
No, that's how they got it.
No, it's documented.
Scientific data to support their historical narratives is bullshit.
No, bro. There's no scientific data to support your narrative because DNA goes against you.
And I'm gonna show you.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You better get smoked.
Does he not
like y'all are, yo, bro? It's sad,
bro. You don't know about the Khan people in China, bro. They got people dark as me that look just like me.
Came across the Bering Strait. Like you lost still, bro.
No, now you're gish galloping, sir. I'm not talking about the Bering Strait. I'm referring to the book.
In it, though. I've heard
Africans and Native Americans
believe Clovis first.
What's the book is Africans and Native Americans by Jack Forbes. The language of race and the evolution of red and black peoples is the official title of the book. Language of race and the evolution of red and black peoples.
Jack Forbes, come on, bro. You gotta come with something better than that.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's silly. Oh, you gotta come with something better than that. I'm not even saying this is the end all be all.
I know you.
I'm telling you, you need to read the book though.
I'll check it out though. I'll check it out.
and you will understand the relationship of why he calls it the evolution of red and black people. It's well documented.
I want to see what data he got.
And mainly what he points out is history has been written from the point of Europeans when they start to interact. He's saying there's a whole history and outlook of history between so-called Africans and Native Americans before Europeans ever got here that is dismissed. And that's what he points out in his book, sir.
You know what he's probably trying to tell you? He probably talking about us, bro.
Oh my God.
He probably talking about us, bro.
Read the book, bro.
Nah, bro. Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. It be so much.
You can't say he probably talking about us when you ain't even read the book, sir. No, I read the book.
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me. All the great accomplishments that you see Native Americans do or that they did in writing, it's always talking about us. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you understanding that? It's a fact. Just, bro, put the shit.
Hey, listen,
compare the two, bro.
I'll see you on the next live, so I gotta get out of here, G. I appreciate everybody for tapping in, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
Look up critical thinking. Y'all gotta get that in scholarship, man.
All right, Lex. Shout out to Lex. Appreciate everybody in the chat too.
Peace, brother.
Yeah. Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up.
On the track.
A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled, how I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hollering black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man's zone. And I ain't talking shit, this my definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say. We the guards of the gate, so when they say they fear God, now you know what they made. Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some.
Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down.
Shoot some, move some, shoot some, move some.
Put us in the same room, it gon' go down. Hit a nigga with that boom, he gon' go down.
Every day my niggas dying, they don't know the truth.